I am letting y'all know that I like this already. I think I might go with a little lower bars or something that pulls them back a little further. You guys already know, or at least you are going to know, that I've already ridden a Harley Davidson Road King special. And I believe the Springfield Darkhorse is probably the best comparison to that bike. I think these bars are too high for me. Most definitely too high for me. Thought I'd like them, but I don't think these are the bars that come standard on this bike. It can't be. Yep. I just hit that same spot that I ran over on that Harley Davidson just to kind of see if the suspension is a little different on this bike. And it is. This is not even a bike that has the electronically adjustable suspension. You have to manually adjust this one. So for this bike right here, this one has the 1/16 Thunderstroke. I believe that all Indian motorcycles come with the Fox monoshock. Some of them are electronically adjustable and some are not. This one would be the Fox monoshock that's not electronically adjustable. But I can already tell that the suspension on this bike is superior to the suspension that comes on the Harley Davidson Street Glide. And to be honest with you, that Harley Davidson Road King. Since this bike doesn't have the fairing, the controls are located down here where you have your gas gauge. This is your battery tender. Yep, that's your battery tender. And this right here is your speedometer. Tells you what gear you're in, what tells you the gear, and the amount of miles on the bike. I imagine that you can adjust that. It might have a trip zone there. This button right here is a dummy, right? And this right here locks and unlocks the fuel tank. This is a dummy. This is the actual tank. So you got unlock and unlock for the fuel tank. I would have to spend a little more time with this to see if it has heated grips, but it probably doesn't. And no heated seat. So this is just a bike right here that's mainly designed for you to rip on. These bars seem a little higher than 10 inches. I was told that the Springfield Darkhorse comes standard with some 10-inch ape hangers. These right here feel like they're probably more along the lines of 14 to 16. So they can't be the bars that come standard on this bike. The bars that come standard on this bike I really like. So I'm going to add this bike. I'm going to keep this bike on my short list, with the understanding that if I were to get a bike like this, yeah, I'm going to stop here and zip up my jacket because I'm about to get on the expressway. So as I said, these feel more like 14 to 16 inch bars. But the power on this bike is there. That 116 Thunderstroke with some tab performance exhaust sounds really sweet. It's kind of hard not to look down at the speedometer to try to make sure I'm not going too far over the speed limit. But I do like the fact they give you a chance to do some ripping on this bike. It already sounds sweet. So can you imagine if you were to put some tab performance 4.5 inch exhaust with the zombie baffles? It'll sound even better. Probably put some more bars on here. Put some of them tab performance bars that brings it back just a little bit. Maybe not as high, maybe about here. Probably more like the 10-inch mini ape hangers. Yeah, that would be nice. And the shield. I can see myself doing some short distance touring on this bike with just those couple of things there, those couple of modifications. The lower handlebars, a windscreen, and just because I have become so used to using it, a hill shifter. So tab performance all the way. Tab performance bars, tab performance exhaust. A windscreen. Even go with the Indian windscreen. But that 116 Thunderstroke, even though it's air cooled, it's probably going to be best to get one of them fans that you can get attached to the bike to deal with some of the heat. But you can definitely feel the difference in this suspension. If you remember when I came down here on that street glide, I had to get out of that lane, y'all. Bike was jumping so much because of the suspension. That's not the case with this bike. And I imagine it's going to be the same thing with all the Indian motorcycles. This one doesn't even have the electronically adjustable suspension. I really like riding this bike. With some minor adjustments that make the bike more comfortable for me, I can see myself on, not only on this bike, but I can see myself owning one of these bikes. I'm definitely going to put this one on the short list of motorcycles that I'm considering getting or adding to my stable sometime next year. There's at least one other thing that I want to do before I consider getting another motorcycle. If you've watched most of my videos from beginning to end, I start most of my videos when I'm traveling in my driveway. Also in my driveway is my 2002 Yukon XL. I bought that truck new, meaning that it had not been registered to any other owner. And I bought it probably at the end of 2002 or the beginning of 2003. So before I get another motorcycle, I think it's time for me to replace my 2002 Yukon XL. I call her Old Reliable. And I call her Old Reliable because everyone in my immediate family, meaning my wife and children, they've all had multiple vehicles while I've still been riding Old Reliable. Old Reliable has about doggone near 400,000 miles. And my brother-in-law, Vito the mechanic, is the only person that I trust to work on her. So I'm going to credit him for at least 250,000 miles. But now I think it's about time to get rid of Old Reliable. So I'm going to replace Old Reliable. I'm not going to get rid of her. I'm just going to do like I'm doing here. I'm just going to add another one to the stable. All right. So Old Reliable's not going anywhere. She's going to be there unless I decide to pass her on to another family member. Just like I'm going to do with the motorcycle, I'm not going to get rid of Ruby. I'm just going to add another motorcycle to the stable. And that's what I'm doing now when I'm out here test riding all these motorcycles. I'm trying to determine which one should I add to the stable. And I'm going to add this one to the short list. As I said before, the only thing I see that needs to be done here is that I need to definitely need to check that out. I definitely need to check out some more bars, a windscreen, tab performance exhaust, and hill shifter. Anything else is good. I don't have to do anything else to it. I was told that these come with like 10-inch mini ape hangers. Okay. Yeah, those was like 16. Okay. Yeah, those. Only thing is, those bars are probably a little too high for me. Yeah.
Yeah. For most people.
Okay. These stand brisk? Yeah, I do. I did like the 16, the 10-inch ape, the mini ape hangers. I like those. Okay. I like this though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. And I like this one. Is the air filter standard? That air filter's not standard, is it?
No.
Okay.
This is the accessories that are added on this bike.
Okay. Let me look at that. I guess I should walk around this way. These are the accessories that's been added. I'm going to take a look at that.